Young. This will be video 5, and I am joined here today with Lieutenant Will Ellis, probation firefighter Kyron Warren, and firefighter engineer Jerry Domitian. So, start off, we're going to talk about things that we are prospecting to happen within this year. Lieutenant Ellis, thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome.
So, what are some things that the department is prospecting to have done within this year?
Some goals of ours this year for our department is we are pushing a new software technology called Streetwise, and we'll be purchasing it as well as getting tablets to use this software. And what the software programming really benefits us for is it maps out routes, hydrants, and just all sorts of other data for our city that we can pull up on the fly and timestamp our own information versus us having to do it our old way that we do now, which is look at an old map or pull it up on an iPhone. This information automatically feeds from dispatch to here, uses internet as well as Google Maps to get us to our scenes much quicker, safer, and efficient. And then something else going on this year is we're currently almost done with our part-time recruit class, so we'll be getting more staffing available for our already shortened shifts.
Right. And how many kids are in that part-time class? About 6?
Currently we have anywhere between 6 to 8 left
8.
in that class, so they're going through all their hands-on training right now, so hopefully that
I believe they'll be done next month.
should be very soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Firefighter Kyron, you will be discussing what will be going on within the next 3 years for Danville City Fire Department.
So within the next 3 years, our department should be getting a new central station, and that's really important because this station right now is not structurally sound, and we have steel support beams holding the building up right now as we speak. And this new central station also allows for us to expand. Like right now, this station can only hold 4 to 5 people a day, but the new station will be able to hold 10 people, maybe even more. And
will there be more room for trucks at the new station?
There'll be more room for trucks. This station right now is a 2-bay station, and that will be a 3-bay station over there. So there'll be more room for trucks, more room for staffing. We'll have just more space overall.
More room for training.
More room for training. There's going to be a training tower.
More room for public education.
There's going to be some EMS rooms, radio room. It's just going to be a lot better than what we have now.
And do you have a second topic for
also within the next 3 years, we'll be getting a new engine, and that engine is going to be replacing our old engine 17, which is almost 20 years old. We try to replace those engines every 10 years. So our engine 12 is going to be 10 years old, and that's going to be moved to our backup, and our new engine will go in service in place of 12, and 12 will replace 17.
Do we have a number for that engine yet?
I believe it's going to be engine
1. Fantastic. Do we know the build yet?
Not yet.
No.
No one knows. Probably Pierce, but
Pierce.
unconfirmed.
How old is engine 12?
10 years.
Is that 10 years now? Fantastic.
Yeah, 9 this year.
Yeah,
9 this year, 10 next year.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Firefighter Kyron.
You're welcome.
Firefighter Domitian, thank
Yes.
you for joining me today.
Thank you.
I hear you are also in the EMS field.
Yes.
Can you please talk about what you do in the EMS field?
Paramedic for part-time for Bull County EMS.
What kind of EMS?
Some of the things that we're working on, looking out for the 5-year, is that correct? 5-year?
5 years, yes.
5-year, to expand on what Kyron was talking about for Danville Fire Department is there's already works in progress of a new rescue truck that'll take the place of 2 apparatus that we have now. We'll be combining those 2 apparatus into 1 rescue truck.
Okay.
The 2 pieces of apparatus are sufficient for what they are now, but with our growing community and growing department, we need to be moving to 1 more modernized apparatus.
Right.
So this one thing that's going to be happening probably within the next 5 years, and something that's also to expand on something else he talked about, was he talked about the new station. Well, there's also in the works for a third station already in the forecast for the budget for
Right.
Danville City. That third station will be unknown location, but it'll be to provide more sufficient coverage for the citizens of Danville.
Right.
As far as EMS, we continue with the Danville Fire Department to work as first responders for EMS on a basic level. Working part-time with EMS, it's a very good relationship that Danville Fire Department has with Boyle County.
Right.
And some of the things that Boyle County was constantly working on is obviously increase in pay, increase in manpower, and one of the big things as far as clinical wise is they're trying to increase the ROSC, which is return of spontaneous circulation in cardiac arrest patients. So they're changing their protocols, constantly updating their protocols, and they're seeing some benefits in that and changing what the nation and what American Heart Association is changing to.
Right. So with the new central station and the possible third station, what's the outlook on staffing for those?
Well, obviously they'll have to staff more, so it looks like there possibly could be 2 more apparatus staffing, which is probably 6 people per shift. So we're looking at maybe 18 people in the next 5 years that they could possibly be hiring. Just basically, depending on if that third station comes to fruition or not.
Awesome. I have one question for you. With Danville Fire Department, do you see any possibility of more push for more paramedics?
With Danville Fire
With
Department?
Danville Fire Department.
I don't think that needs to be, maybe, and the
Right.
higher ups may.
Yeah, I'm not
request
trying to
that,
push
but,
that it should be. I'm just asking if you think.
I think Danville plays a better role as being first responders and allowing Boyle County MES to fill that role as
To
advanced
do their
providers.
job.
They do a very good job at covering the community, and we really have no reason to try to overtake their position or their jobs that they're doing now. We serve a better role, I think, as first responders. And as first responders, being an EMT is the highest level that we have here and that we're able to operate under, there's lots of protocols that have opened up over the past 5 to 10 years that allow EMTs to do expanded scope of practice. So we're actually able to help lots of patients
Right.
in a lot of different circumstances that doesn't necessarily need advanced life support. So I think Danville Fire Department would better be suited
Just
for covering as a first responder agency right now.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for your input today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.